Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Hardcore series. This is episode number 10. We are finally back after a little bit of a break, starting other series and whatnot, but yes, we are back better than ever, and it's going to be a very fun and exciting episode. I have a lot of plans. One of the things we're going to be building is the interior of this mob-infested cathedral. I have it all planned out, ready to go in a test world. Just need to gather resources and build it. And we're also going to get, some terraforming done around here. And also a bridge that connects, the entrance to this to the other side over there. And around back, I'm thinking about putting a medieval garden that is kind of attached to the cathedral here. We're going to need to collect a lot of resources for this project. One big project build that I'd like to get all completed. It's going to be fun. But before we get to that stuff, I would like to mention what I have been doing in between episodes off camera. So here's a bit of a recap. I did a little bit of resource gathering, gathered up some resources. I still need to do a lot more. I then went into the Nether and checked off one of the goals of mine, which was find a bastion and raid bastions. And I finally found a bastion, and I didn't find one. I found 4, and I found the 4 different types of bastions, which is really, really cool. Got a lot of loot from it. Yeah, I got a lot of gold, a little bit of iron. I got this new music disc, the pig step disc, banner pattern. I got a lodestone, a couple pieces of ancient debris, which is really cool, and some netherites. Part of the resource gathering I did was collected a bunch of wood and went caving. So this is kind of the, resources I got from caving, and all of this wood and some stones that I decided to collect as well that I will need. And I also decided to try and bring a warden up from the nearest deep dark ancient city area in my world, which is about over 1,000 blocks away, and it was going all right. I managed to get him up to the surface, and about a third of the way in, he died, unfortunately. I tried to lure him all the way over here. I didn't want to go through the Nether, and I did find out that they cannot be pushed by minecarts, which is unfortunate. So, yeah, I'm going to have to really try harder to get a warden over to this area, but we are going to get a warden in this area. We will. Now, we're going to start with the terraforming bit first. Yeah, the terrain isn't exactly how I want it. There's some hilly spots, some hilly areas. And like, for example, back here, I kind of want this terrain a little bit lower. And so, terraforming the grass out is, that's fine. That's easy. But it's when you get to the stone when it gets painful. Yeah, so I have decided that I want a beacon. I need to get my first beacon in this world. Check another box of that goals to-do list. So that's what we're going to be doing to start. We are going to go to the Nether, go to a Nether fortress, kill wither skeletons, and fight our first boss, the wither in this world. Oh, it's going to be fun. Okay, I am already all set to go with my gold boots, ready to go into the Nether. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the closest fortress is that way. So, and I think I have a tunnel this way leading to it. Aha, here we are. Here we go. So hopefully this doesn't take that long. What the heck? Oh. Yeah, I might be here for a while. Well, that was a success, and I managed to get 6 wither skeleton skulls. It didn't take that long, probably half hour, I'd say. So, but we're only gonna fight one wither. Yeah, now I gotta find my way home. So, I think it's up there. Yeah, oh boy, oh boy. So I'm gonna make it back home. Okay, so I made it back home, and I am gearing up for this wither fight. We have 6 skulls. I'm going to put 3 away. Now, I have 3 pieces of netherites here. I had 2 before. I crafted 1 up from the extra ancient debris and scraps that I had left over. And right now I am smelting sand to create glass bottles. And for some potions that I'm going to be making, one is strength, which is why I have the blaze rods. I'll have instant health. I need the nether wart. Let's see. I do have gunpowder. Gas tier for regen. Speed. Oh, I did forgot to mention that I did raid an ancient city in between episodes, and this was the loot. Pretty good loot. 18 more diamonds. I found this chest and opened it, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I did raid an ancient city. Got 3 warden heads, which is cool. And these pants. Ooh, which are worth me upgrading. Okay, cool. I think there still might be more chests, though. I'm not sure. But it's almost all raided and done. Okay, so... Okay, I have a little bit gold left. I'm going to upgrade these pants. 37, 19. Cool, so swift sneak, now mending on it, which before it didn't have mending. So I'll take that and a full repair. Now I have 3 ancient debris. I am going to upgrade the sword. That's not how you do it. I'm smart. That's a pretty good sword right there. Now I do have another netherite pickaxe. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to focus on the armor, to be honest, because we're fighting a wither and we're in hardcore mode, and I am on day 817. I kind of don't want to die. Beefy boots here. Oh boy. Aha, just need the helmet now. I also did get this advancement, killing a skeleton from 50 meters away, in the fortress there, which is pretty cool. So to do this efficiently, if I make 5 of these guys, right? And let's make bottles. And we got, yeah, 46 bottles. That's enough. And we just go, I don't know, right here. There we go. First potion's brewed. Okay, so I'm going to be putting some tools away because I won't be needing them. Especially if I die, I definitely won't be needing them. So we're just going to keep our bow. No, bed if... yeah, keep the bed if it gets dark. But the bow, obviously the sword. Okay, got all the potions. We're good here. Shield? I don't think a shield will matter, to be honest. Well, this may be the last time we see this area. Who knows? Hopefully I come back alive. But we're gonna grab our trusty horse and go off in this direction. Now, the only thing I don't have is a totem, because I used all of my totems on trying to not die, trying to get the warden out, which was a pain. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have saved at least a couple, but yeah, we're gonna be fighting the wither here. Hopefully it doesn't go off in that direction. Let's move a little bit this way to the place where I collect all my sand. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, horse, don't get stuck. Don't stop. Please don't stop. Okay, let's put strength, regen, speed. Oh gosh. Not a good start. Okay. Not withered yet. That's good. Oh, horse is dying. Horse is dying. I'm withered. Horse is almost dead. Horse is dead. Horse is dead. That's not good. Okay, I'm doing good. Doing good on health. Oh. Almost in sword mode. Okay. That was pointless. The milk is pointless. There we go. Oh. Whew. Oh. Wow. Well, we only had 1 casualty. Little bit of damage. Not too bad. Got some resources at least. We live to see another day at the village. Oh man. Okay, so with all of that out of the way, I do have enough resources that I scrapped together to make a full beacon. All right, everybody, so a little bit of a progress update. I've been a little busy with the building and starting a mega project that we're going to be getting to in the next episode. But yeah, I've been a little busy here doing some digging around the cathedral here. We are starting to terraform and really get this place really fixed up and tidied. I have some screenshots that I'm looking at. I kind of built some terraforming around in a test world, and I also have the interior all done for the cathedral in a test world. I have to build it in here. But yeah, so next episode, this is just preparation for next episode. We're not going to get to building this project this episode. I'm going to be preparing this area to build on. So yeah, I've basically been digging out, you see with the beacon there, which is much needed. Very, very important. This would have taken forever to clear out, but I'm starting to clear out some land here to level out the land for the terraforming. And yeah, I've only done this side. I haven't gotten to the other side yet, but this is a lot. This is a big project. Now, with that in mind, with all the resources that I need for this mega project to basically finish the cathedral as a whole, it's going to take a lot of resources, and we are going to need to build some farms. Not huge mega like industrial farms, just, you know, mini 1 unit, 1 level, simple farms that'll get the job done, help me collect resources. And one of those farms that I already built is a mud farm. It's pretty cool, pretty simple. This is I believe it's 11 by 14 cube of basically mud, and it's funny. So I watched this YouTuber called Beatable, and I watch him to get inspiration for building, and I never thought that I would use one of his videos as like a redstone tutorial almost. This design is actually a combination of Ilmango's design and Beatable's design, what he did kind of like with the pistons and all that. Yes. Now, it was my decision to make it like this big, so, you know, give me credit for this too. So, yeah, but basically how this works is we got empty water bottles down here. And once we place a dirt block here, we have a permanent redstone pulse here that once a dirt block is placed here, it'll send a pulse up here, through here, trigger this piston on a 4-tick delay, which will also, there's water bottles in here, it'll turn it into mud and push it down. And then there's kind of like a conveyor belt system where there is a piston right in there that'll push, it'll detect if a block is there, and it'll push it across. And then once it hits that observer, this row of pistons will push it this way. And then once it hits this observer, it'll push it down, and we get this big cube. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty simple mud farm. If you want to watch a tutorial on how to make it, I will put a link of Ilmango's video in the description below, and of Beatable's video if you kind of want to watch that, and I'll put a timestamp to where he kind of builds it in his video. But yeah, this is not only one of the farms we are going to be making in this episode. We are also going to be making 2 other farms. We are going to be making an iron golem farm because I am very low on iron. I have like no iron. Yeah, so this is where I keep all my iron. I have 1 ingot. Yeah. All my iron recently went to my beacon and to make all of those stinking pistons for the mud farm over there. So we're going to need iron just basically for everything, you know. Now, I do use iron a little bit, like the iron block in the build project over here. So another good reason to have iron. And as well, I want to make a moss farm because I have no real efficient way to get moss besides, you know, placing a moss block down and bone mealing it, and it does its thing where it spreads, and then I just, you know, use a hoe to like mine it all out. No, I want an efficient one that will run all the time, produce moss and bone meal for me. And I need moss basically for the terraforming and other stuff around the area. So yeah, those are the 2 farms that we'll be making. Oh boy. And the purpose of these farms is basically, you know, the iron farm and moss farm. I want them to run, you know, all the time while I'm in this area building, you know. But if I need mud is one of those things where if I need it, I'll come over here for like 10 minutes, make this cube and mine it all out, and I'll get it. You know, I don't need this thing running all the time. Oh, it's also very satisfying to mine out. This is really good because dirt, I'm doing a lot of this terraforming here and I have a lot of extra overflow dirt. All that dirt is going to good use here with this mud farm. So, and I need mud for not only like texturing for like darker colors in a gradient, but also like to make the new packed mud. Yeah, I need a lot of packed mud, so... And there's going to be a lot of it in this build, so yeah. And before I forget, I also set this thing up actually a while ago. This is a, you know, little clay farm, and basically how it works. Let me just clear this out. Okay, so with the mud I do get from the mud farm, I can easily just place this down in a 8x8 grid, which is 64 blocks. And with this new mechanic in 1.19, as you just see there, it's very quick at how when it happens, but the mud, there's dripstones under here, and the dripstones will basically filter out the water, and the water will fill up these cauldrons here, and the mud will basically dry out and turn into clay, which is really cool. And I just store the clay basically over here. So nice little clay farm I set up. Yeah, so we are going to build the iron farm first, and then we'll do the moss farm. And don't worry, I'm not going to leave the farms like this. I will be putting a building around it. But for now, they're going to be, you know, kind of exposed like this. And I'm thinking about putting the iron farm probably somewhere in this area right here. Or maybe near the blacksmith area. I'm not sure. Now, these aren't going to be like industrial district size farms, like massive ultra efficiency. I just need, you know, these mini farms just, you know, to run while I'm building around here. We're going to have a facade around, like a building around it. I'm not sure what, but it's going to be unrelated to iron production. It's not going to be like a factory for iron, you know? It's going to be something completely different. It's just going to be... This is just the spot where my iron farm is going to be. So, yeah, I'm going to follow a tutorial, and I'm just going to build it, and we'll see what it looks like. So, yeah, here we go. Okay, so the iron farm is built. You can see we have an iron golem falling right now. Oh, this was pretty easy, pretty simple to build. It didn't take many resources. As you can see, I built the whole thing out of mud bricks, and I'll leave a link in the description of where you could find this tutorial, I think. So I got this farm. This farm design was by Waddles. I'll leave a link in the description for that video. So building it wasn't the hard part. The hard part was actually getting the zombie in there, which was I almost died trying to get that zombie in there. Hey, look, another iron golem. Oh, there he goes. And with how annoying villagers are, you need 3 villagers for this farm to work. But oh my gosh, I used a minecart system. I just hooked up a minecart system track to this and just put them in minecarts. That, to me, that's the easiest and quickest way. I mean, I know people like to use the workstation method where you just place down their workstations and they follow it, and then you break it and then place it in another spot. To me, that might be more... I tried that. It was just... so I just went with the minecart system like I always usually do. And yeah, it's a pretty efficient farm. I mean, it's for how big it is, it's pretty efficient. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of profit. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, this is basically funneling into here. I got so much iron just from... This was just a couple hours, I'd say. Now, this is not the, like, most efficient farm out there. There's many efficient farms. This is just a very simple farm that I just want running as I'm building in this area. I just need iron. That's pretty cool. So, the original farm just included this platform here. I also added the same platform on the other side here. So this was me. But in Waddles' farm tutorial, it was this part. And we have another golem falling here. Man, that was... I'd say that was like a minute in between golems almost. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like this. Of course, I'm going to get a building around this. I'm also going to get a building around the mud farm here. But yes, I also did, off camera, I did build the moss farm, which was really cool. Very quick to build, easy to set up. I'll put, this isn't my design. It is another design by Rayworks. I'll leave another link in the description for his, moss farm design. But here it is. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's, man, it's very compact, very unique in how it works. I like how it works. I'm not going to explain everything, but basically, you know, there's stone generators, right? And then it pushes the stone this way, and every once in a while, it's on like every 6 ticks or whatever, the dispensers there will be triggered, like you just saw. It'll dispense, and then every time the stone is pushed, it crushes the moss, and it'll crush all of them to clear like a new area for the moss to get grown on. And then after the moss is grown, you see the water gets dispensed and goes into an item collection system here. Goes up here, and you just see the items flowing down there. Now, it is pretty cool on how he set this up, but basically we have this funnel here, this water system here. The items will get split up, so some of them will get caught into these hoppers here, which will get composted and made into bone meal for the dispensers down here, because they need bone meal to run. So this is automatically filling up with bone meal, and a lot of bone meal. And then at the very end here, I might redesign this with my own design, but he has these 2 hoppers will collect azalea bushes, and I guess he's just trying to show that you can, you know, use azalea bushes as fuel to like burn something. In his design, it's just a XP storage system where, you know, you could smelt like cobblestone and just kind of lock it, and then whenever you need the XP, you kind of pull it out. So that's what these 2 are for, if that makes any sense. And then this, some of the profits, some of that stuff will get split into here and get composted into bone meal for profit. So this is how much I have so far, and the rest will just go into here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So this is all the moss and all the extra stuff that I have gotten so far. But yeah, this is one of those farms I think I'm gonna run every once in a while. Like, if I need moss and a lot of it, I'll run it. I think once this gets filled up to the max, I will just stop it. But I'll also add some sort of mini storage system here for all the different items and the extra bone meal I get as profit. So taking a step back here, we did build 3 farms in this video. Pretty cool farms. I'll leave links to all the videos in the description below. So yeah, these 3 farms are pretty important, like I did explain. We need moss for the terraforming basically everywhere around this project, and we need mud to make the new mud bricks. So yeah, and I need a lot of them. So yeah, in the next episode, we're gonna start out basically with a big mega time lapse of me just basically terraforming this area, terraforming the terrain, expanding the river, adding custom trees, and then I'll get into the start building the design for the interior, and then I will get to the medieval garden in the back. Oh, it's gonna be a massive build project. Oh, it's gonna be fun. And yes, I do have all of this designed out in a test world. But yeah, it's nice to have our first 3 fully automatic farms. Well, not fully automatic. That's not really fully automatic, but it's nice to have some farms built in this world, because these are really the only farms that I have in this world. But my goal with this series is to mainly focus on the building, like pick out a theme. In this case, the medieval village is the theme, and just kind of plan out what it's going to look like. So I'm kind of more focusing on the building aspect in this series more than the functionality and the farms. But it is nice to get some farms going here. But yes, in the next episode, like I mentioned, we'll be starting out with a time lapse right away of me completing this mega project here. It's gonna take a lot of resources, which is why we built these farms. But yes, anyways guys, that is gonna have to do it for this episode of the hardcore series. Oh, it was fun, it was enjoyable. Let me know in the comment section below any feedback you guys have, any feedback you have for these farms, or any feedback you have for the project that I'm going to be doing, or anything you'd like to add or mention. But yes, if you guys did enjoy this episode, please give it a thumbs up. It'll be much appreciated if you did. And if you guys are new, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And just like that, guys, I will see you all in the next episode. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you all in the next episode.